What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about every UK Special Forces unit. So, here in the United States, we really don't bother to learn about other countries' militaries. So today, I really want to check out this video by Special Forces TV and learn about all the different special forces that the United Kingdom has and what exactly they do and how it all compares to the United States here. So let's take a look.
UK Special Forces are considered to be the best in the world, so let's break down every unit that makes up this elite fighting force.
Whoa. Okay. That's an introduction. The narrator said that the UK Special Forces aren't some of the best, that they are the best in the world, which is a lot of high praise. And to be honest, a lot of us Americans take a lot of pride in our military. I think every country in the world takes pride in their military, but in the United States, we put so much resources and effort and money and personnel into our military that we have a lot of pride in it. This is actually really cool because I think as a result, a lot of Americans don't even bother to think about or know about other countries in your military. So this is really interesting.
The SAS, the unit every enemy fears but rarely sees. Formed in World War II, the Special Air Service are Britain's elite Tier 1 unit, trained to operate behind enemy lines, eliminate high...
SAS. I've definitely heard of this before, so they must be well known. This is clearly famous. This is the Tier 1 Special Forces unit in the UK. Does that mean that the SAS are like, those are the guys? Like, when you need something done, some kind of special mission, something high profile, these are the guys.
Eliminate high-value targets and rescue captives anywhere on Earth. A typical regiment holds around 250 operators, split into Sabre squadrons, each one a specialist in counter-terrorism, surveillance, and direct action.
Oh my god. And every regiment has 250 of these people? That's terrifying. How many regiments do you have? 250 of these highly trained counter-terrorism war machines. Now, in their name, SAS is the word air, right? Does that mean these guys are trained? What does it have to do with the air? Are they trained in like flying fighter jets? I don't think so. That's not what I'm getting out of this. Or are they like able to parachute out of airplanes and stuff like that?
They're chosen through arguably the toughest selection in the world, forged in the Brecon Beacons and sharpened in secrecy.
Ooh.
Who dares wins. It's not just a motto, it's a mindset.
Oh my god. You know when they have to like black out their faces, you know this is legit. Like, I don't know what it is about that, but you know this is serious.
But the SAS aren't the only ones operating in the shadows. Meet the SBS, Special Boat Service. They're the
Special Boat Service. Interesting. The United States has a lot of special forces. I don't know all of them, but like, I know we have like the Delta Force and the Navy SEALs, and the Delta Force kind of reminds me of the SAS. And when you're talking about the SBS, I've never heard of that before, ever. But having to do with boats and maybe like naval things, that sounds like maybe the equivalent to the Navy SEALs? I don't know. Let's see.
UK's Naval Tier 1 unit, made up almost entirely of Royal Marines commandos. While the SAS dominate on land, the SBS specialize in amphibious warfare, covert beach reconnaissance, captive rescue at sea, and underwater sabotage.
Oh my god! Underwater sabotage! I don't even know what that would look like. Oh, like some guy in a scuba outfit with like a giant like a remote controlled bomb or something? Seriously. These guys are, oh my god, the SAS and the SBS are pretty badass so far, I'm not gonna lie.
With a similar size and selection to the SAS, the SBS are often deployed on the most sensitive maritime ops, including missions the public will never hear about.
Oh my god.
While the SAS and SBS kick down doors, the SRR slips through unnoticed. The Special Reconnaissance Regiment is the
SRR. Also, you guys have like the most awesome, what do you call these? Crests? Logos? Whatever. These are awesome and very British. SRR, I've never heard of. I'd heard of the SAS. I think they're just that well known. Never heard of the SBS, never heard of this SRR. Reconnaissance. It already sounds like the other two special forces units in the UK are pretty low key. Like, you don't really know what they're doing. And these guys among the special forces are the reconnaissance ones, even more low key.
UK's most secretive unit, masters of surveillance, disguise, and intelligence gathering. They track high-value targets and monitor threats deep inside hostile territory, often in
Whoa.
plain clothes, completely unarmed. Their size is classified and their missions are almost never revealed, but without them, the other units are flying blind. The SRR sees everything and says nothing.
Oh my god, this is terrifying. I don't know what the American equivalent would be to this. I don't even know. Like the FBI Secret Service agents, like I don't know. But these guys are like secretive, but also look really intimidating at the same time. They go around undetected. I think America has something like this. People who are more wearing plain clothes and like maybe even going to different countries and like just blending in and doing reconnaissance. Not combat stuff, but very, 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 very important for helping the combat units.
But surveillance means nothing without muscle on standby. Enter the SFSG Special Forces Support Group.
Whoa!
Made up of Royal Marines, paratroopers, and RAF Regiment, the SFSG is the elite backup for UKSF missions. They
Okay.
provide rapid assault, cordon security, and heavy firepower so SAS and SBS teams can focus on the objective. They're not just support, they're shock troops, trained to deploy fast and fight harder.
Wow.
But even the deadliest operators are blind without comms. That's where 18 UKSF Signal Regiment comes in. They're the eyes, ears, and digital backbone of UK Special Forces, providing secure communications, surveillance tech, and electronic warfare support
Whoa.
on every mission.
Whoa. I didn't even know there were special forces units like this. This is kind of this isn't what you really think of. It's not like the showy, glamorous like guys busting down doors, jumping out of helicopters, but incredibly important. I would hope that the United States has some kind of special force like this, because this seems really, really smart. But something you don't really think about, like people who are more highly, highly trained in technology, communications, that kind of thing.
Made up of elite signalers, they deploy with SAS, SBS, and SRR teams,
Okay.
often operating in the same danger zones, but with a laptop in one hand and a rifle in the other.
My God, is that literal? Is that just being dramatic? Do they actually have like a laptop and a rifle? I actually hope so, because that's amazing. You get the sense that all of these UK special forces complement each other. They're all sides of a different coin. Not a coin has two sides. All sides of a dice? I don't know. But they all kind of work together perfectly and mesh to form the overarching UK Special Forces. You got all these specialties, which makes all the sense in the world.
Without them, UKSF goes dark. But none of it works without air power, and that's where the Joint Special Forces Aviation Wing comes in.
Aviation Wing. So this is different than the SAS, which is like the air something. I forget what that stands for. Hold on. hold on.
Every enemy fears but rarely sees. Formed in World War
No. What does it stand for?
makes up this elite fighting force.
The SAS.
The SAS, the unit every enemy fears but rarely sees. Formed in World War II.
Did they not say? What do you mean they don't say what the SAS stand for? I'm pretty sure it's something air. Hold on, I'm not letting this slide. I gotta know now. Because I've heard of these guys before. SAS, I'm busting out the phone, is the Special Air Service. Yeah, that's what I thought. It had the word air in it. That's somehow different than the aviation wing? I wonder how.
Aviation Wing comes in. Made up of specially trained RAF and Army Air Corps pilots, JSFAW flies UKSF into the world's most hostile environments, fast, low, and silent.
Now it makes sense. These are the guys and girls who do operate the helicopters and the aircraft and the fighter jets. These are the people who do that.
From Chinooks loaded with SAS teams to Puma helicopters extracting operators under fire, these crews are as elite as the warriors they carry. When the mission starts or ends in the sky, they're the ones who make it possible. Together, these units form the tip of the spear. This is UK Special Forces.
Oh my god, and they have amazing logos.
These units form the tip of the spear.
Or maybe you call these crests, I don't know. But this was awesome. I guess I had assumed that the UK had special forces, like probably every government has. I just didn't know anything about it. And it sounds like you guys really do have some of the best highly trained in the world. And a bunch of different, I don't know what you call these, units. A bunch of different special forces units with very, very specific particular skills, which makes a ton of sense, and altogether it makes this perfect British fighting machine, really. Yeah, so to go from not really knowing anything to this is so much better, and so it's actually really cool to learn about other militaries in other countries like the UK, and not just what's going on here in the United States. And this, honestly, the UK is a valuable ally to the United States, so it actually makes me feel like good to know that one of our biggest allies has this incredible like special forces unit. It's amazing, and it's great for all of us. So cool. If you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on any of these UK special forces and the different units, and that'd be cool to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to stuff from the UK that I've never seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.